This is a completely unsolicited recommendation for the Real Clear DAF app. I stumbled upon this app because for about 10 years I've been looking for a Gemara Shir online, something recorded, maybe a Daf Yomi Shir, where I could listen to Gemara being explained in English, and I could go back and listen to it at my own pace. I've been looking for something that was in an accent that I could understand, because some of the presentations that I could find had accents that were pretty thick for me. I was looking for a shir that was going to explain things at a level that I could understand, given that I have 2 years of yeshiva background as an adult, and no real previous experience with Gemara, and something that was not too advanced or not too simple. So when I found Real Clear DAF, I was just thrilled. I kind of loved it at first sight. Again, this is a totally unsolicited recommendation. I actually called up the Rav, and I just wanted to thank him so much, and continue to experience a great amount of gratitude, because getting into Gemara is not easy. It hasn't been easy, and it continues to not be easy, but with the help of the Real Clear DAF app, it just makes things so much easier and actually feasible, possible, accessible. It makes it conceivable that I could learn Gemara. I can learn it, at my own time, at my own pace. I can rewind. I can listen to the same shir, and I'll tell you, it is different from other shirim that I found. Even though I can download them and listen to them at my own pace, somehow Rav Shmuel, he's explaining things just at the right depth, where they don't get boring, and they don't go by too fast, where I get confused. One of my favorite parts about it is the interactive part about it, where if there's a question I have. And I don't have tons and tons of questions because I'm in tons of confusion, because the elucidation is so good. But when I do have a question, then the Rav is always open for me to call. He's always open for me to write in. And it's just so precise, the level of interactivity that can be done through the app, where I can say, I have a question on this word, on this concept, and I can bring up, kind of like hashkafic issues. I can bring up issues of, I don't understand what is the meaning of what's going on here. Or I can just bring up a very literal, here's a word. Most words get translated into English, either literally or with explanation. But if ever, it comes where a time where there's a word that just doesn't get translated, or I missed how this phrase gets translated into English in this way, I can just interact right there on the very point. It's just a tremendous resource. It's really great giving on the point of the Rav and all the people who are involved. I'm personally so thankful that it exists in the world. I've told everybody I know about it, and I think that they're beginning to get benefit from it also. I find that I can participate in shiurim more after I listen to the explanations of the daf. I just feel much more part of the Torah world. And I feel like it's been a gateway for me to come into Gemara. It's been a fantastic resource, and it's like that. It helps me learn Gemara with my son, where we can sit down. I can review a class. I can review a daf before sitting down and learning with my son. So again, my level of background in Torah is just 2 years in yeshiva, and previous to that, basically nothing. Little bit about myself is that I grew up in a family where the learning Gemara was very much discouraged. So to come in with that kind of resistance and disappointment, oh my gosh, what is my son doing? What is this child doing? What is this person doing? He's learning Gemara. What a waste of time. It's just, I think part of the reason where that came about is with Gemara was thought of as so inaccessible and so inapplicable in our times, and so to see that there's this accessibility and this approach to making it approachable, making it something, like I said, it's a real breath of fresh air. It's tremendously needed. And I hope that the Real Clear DAF can develop all the access points to Torah for myself and all the Jews in the world. So thank you very much. Anybody there for a great way to get into Gemara? Real Clear DAF. That's a great resource to check out. Check it out. Anybody who has any access to any kind of funding or other kind of support that they can give the developers of this, Real Clear DAF is something, a definitely worthwhile place to put some love and investment and help get Torah to more of the Jews in the world through this great medium and this great tool. All the best.